Hey Shadows, how's it going? Shadow Sick here. Welcome to an Out of the Box video. It is 12:20 PM and yeah, welcome to Out of the Box. Now the lighting is probably bad because I'm doing this during the day, of course, so I'm probably very dark right now. I would turn on the torch, but it's right there, and it blinds my eyes. That's how bright it is. Like, it doesn't bring up the brightness of this, but it brightens the fuck out of my eyes. So I'm just gonna probably brighten you guys up in the iMovie, but that's if, you know, you probably can't tell because I probably would have altered it, because this is the edited version, of course, because you don't see the raw footage. So, a lot of work goes into these videos. I cut out every single fucking thing when I'm not talking. Alright, so the topics today. Alright, let's do some good ones. Okay, so first one, making friends. Alright, so shooting at angles. I don't know. Making friends is kind of a difficult thing to do for some, easy for some others. Personally, I don't make a lot of friends. I do have friends. I'm not saying I don't, because then they'll be like, hey, what? Or they'll either joke around and be like, yeah, you don't have friends. But anyway, so making friends is sometimes a really difficult thing to do depending on the person. It really depends on you as a person, depending on what you're like, how you act, especially in social situations, or even if you're sociable at all. Me personally, I'm not sociable at all. I'm a very shy kind of person. It doesn't really come off like that, but I am talking to a fucking camera, so. But when I really get comfortable around people, I talk so much. Like, a lot of them like, bro, you talk too much. But yeah, so just really depends. So I usually make friends by just talking to people and kind of starting. I used to just like sit around and be a loner, and then some people that are really nice would come up to me and say, hey, you want to hang out with us? And that's how it usually went back in school, which was great. Or like with me and Caleb, my mother made us friends kind of, and then we just kind of got used to it and just became actual mates. But yeah, it just really differs. But these days I usually just kind of talk to people, and if we talk more, we talk more. If we don't, we don't. But friends is different to acquaintances, like a real difference. So like people that I see around course and I say hi to, some of them, but there's a lot of people I say hi to, a lot of people that say hi to me and go, hey, how are you, what you doing, rah rah, oh hey, let's jam some Tekken, whatever, because we have an Xbox in our course, which is pretty cool. Oh, and a PS3 if you're into PS3. Yeah, so there's a lot of people that like you, if you just say hi to, sometimes maybe they're just acquaintances. You don't know if you're friends. I mean, you may think of them as a friend, but they probably don't think of you as a friend. They probably just think of you as someone that they just say hi to sometimes. But it just really depends. So what my belief is that acquaintances are people you usually just say hi to, or just say, how you going? Friends are people that you actually hang out with, you trust some things with, but not like a lot of personal things with, but like you just hang out with them a lot, you know? And then best friends, you hang out with them a lot and you trust them with like pretty much everything. Not everything, because you still got to be cautious, because some friends can easily stab you in the back if they wanted to. If they don't have what they want, or they don't get what they want, they could easily threaten you by saying, well, I know this about you, so blah blah blah. So it's a really cautious thing. Friends are good, I love friends, but when it comes to like deep dark secrets, it's really hard to tell who to tell these secrets to. Personally, I would prefer you keep them towards just family, but if you don't trust your family, like if you feel your family's gonna judge you for certain things, maybe open up to a friend that you know, that you've like known for fucking ages and you trust with your life, kind of, you know, tell that person. But don't just tell every Tom, Dick and Harry, you know. That's a saying from my mother. Just don't tell everyone, you know, just keep it to a minimum, or else you're gonna get your fucking shit fucked, you know. So making friends, if you're shy, either buck up the courage and go ask them, or like go hang out with them, or just start talking to them, or kind of keep your distance, and eventually someone will be like, oh hey, that person's all alone, I'm gonna go hang with them, and they'll start hanging out with you, and then you'll make friends. So there's a lot of different ways to do this, just depending on you as a person. If you're not that shy, well then you should know, just go up to a person and just be like, hey, how's it going, whatever, what you doing? Or like sometimes a good way to make friends I've found is that, like, for example, when I'm at course during break, the way I met Jono, I kind of class him as a mate, I guess. Yeah, I don't know if he classes me a mate, so that's why I'm a little like meh about it, but let's just say, yeah, I consider him a mate, a bro. I sat down one time playing Tekken, no, it was Injustice, and he's like, hey, you want to fight? I'm like, yeah, sure, we'll fight, have a jam. He kicked my ass. He's really good, and to be honest, I did really dislike him at the time I was like, fucking spamming, doing the same fucking Green Lantern fucking grapple all the fucking time, you know? I mean, we're not mates on Facebook, but anyway, this is just an example, because it's a good example, meaning that he may not even be my friend, I don't know. He may not consider me a friend, I don't know. But we're not mates on Facebook, but anyway, continuing on. He kicked my ass, I didn't like him at first, and then after a while, I kind of got used to it, like, just having jams with him, and just kind of learning to just have fun and not be so competitive, because I am kind of competitive. And then after a while, we go, hey bro, good game, shake his hand, go home, whatever. So me and him are cool now. Yeah, so in a way, just kind of be like, for example, another time, just sit there playing games, or even like just sitting there watching, be like, oh, verse winner, oh, who you playing as? Oh, right. And just kind of start a conversation. And if that person likes you, then they'll start a conversation with you, then you guys will keep talking, and then eventually we'll be like, hey, you want to hang out sometime? And then when you guys start to hang out, then I guess that's technically classing you as a friend, or you classing them, or them classing you. So the way to make friends is pretty much just buck up the courage and talk to them. If not, then just kind of lay back, and then there'll be someone out there that's kind-hearted and will want to hang out with you because they're like, come on, you know, hang out with this person, they're by themselves. But more likely, a lot of people prefer you approach them and kind of start talking to them. But some people can be snobby and be like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, fuck off, you know? Just really depends. So there's no real specific technique on doing or like making friends, but that's how you do it. Don't just add random people on Facebook, that's just weird in my opinion. I get randomly added all the time, but I just sacked myself. So yeah, just do that. There's no real specific thing or advice I could give you. That's all I can actually give you, is just either wait it out or start a random conversation with that person, or persons, or people. I don't know. But yeah, that's my take on that topic, and let's move on to the next one. Getting rejected. Oh, this one is a interesting one, because believe it or not, I get rejected. Nah, actually I do get rejected a lot. I'm friend zoned. But that was another topic. Anyway, so getting rejected. I mean, I get rejected a lot. Everyone gets rejected. It's a common thing. I mean, not everyone has to like everyone, you know? You can't just walk up to a chick or a guy and expect them to go, yeah, you're hot, let's go out, or something like that, you know, along those lines. So everyone's gonna get rejected some point in their life, at least some point in their life, unless they're like smoking fucking hot. But you never know, that person that they're asking out probably wouldn't be into them because they're probably a douchebag personality-wise. Just really depends. So getting rejected, there's no real advice I can give you on this. It's pretty much the only way I can help you deal with rejection, if anything, is just to pick yourself up and think to yourself, at least I know now, you know? You don't know if you don't ask. At least I tried. Time to move on. Because if you don't move on and you beat yourself up about being rejected and feel all self-conscious, it's not a good thing. You're not going to get anywhere in life if you sit in a corner and hate yourself and think I'm not good enough just because you got rejected. Don't do that. It's silly. So what I'd suggest is just pick yourself up and be like, you know what, sure, at least I know now, you know, whatever. You can still be mates with them if you want, but if you don't want to be, if it's too awkward, then don't. Just pick yourself up, move on, and be like, get on with my life. Who cares, you know? Don't think about why you're not good enough and why did they reject you. It's probably just because they just either find someone else attractive or they just don't want to date. There's a lot of reasons why someone can reject you. It's not just because of your looks, you know? You could look fucking sexy, but your personalities may not like go together that well. You might clash a bit and they probably don't want that, or they just don't want a relationship at the time. It just really depends. So there's a lot of reasons for rejection, which I can understand. Like, I reject a lot of, not a lot, I'm not saying that I'm like a big fucking player or anything like that, but I've been asked that a few times and I've told people I can't because I'm in my situation. I've already told you this, but in my situation, I'm focusing on me and my study right now, so I don't want any commitments or serious relationships. So that's my reason why I'm rejecting you. It's not because you're ugly, it's not because you have a bad personality or anything like that. It's because I've got to sort myself out first so that I can make time for that person in my life when I actually get a special someone. So I'm only rejecting you for that reason. So there's a lot of decent and not so decent reasons to rejection. So all I can suggest for you, the person that is being rejected, is there's no way around it. You know, don't get all self-conscious and not ask out anyone anymore, because you're just going to miss out on probably a lot of great opportunities. So I'd suggest just going in there, fucking doing it, and if you get rejected, pick yourself up, think, oh well, at least I tried, at least I know you're not interested, and I can move on and eventually find someone else. Don't put yourself down, don't get caught up in it, and don't do nothing with your life just because you got rejected. Whether it's a job or a relationship, just pick yourself up and just fucking move on. With anything you get rejected on, just keep moving on, or else you're not going to get anywhere in life, because shit doesn't just come to you. I mean, it may come to some, but in reality it doesn't. So you have to make your mark and do your shit yourself. Get there yourself. So just pick yourself up and move on. Do what you want to do in your life, and if stuff stops you, just fucking move around it and go on to the next thing. Don't just dwell and dwell. There's always many opportunities out there, whether it's relationships or jobs or education or anything that involves rejection. I'm gonna stop that topic there because I think I fucking nailed that topic, bitch. Anyway, last topic for this episode is what is it like to get a boner at an awkward time? Well, let me teach you on that shit. Alright, so guys, we get boners a lot. Come on, admit it, we get boners randomly all the time. To be honest, it fucking sucks. You could be anywhere and you just get a random boner, especially if you're not that good at hiding it. But every guy knows the trick, you know, flick it up. Just flick it up and just kind of like stick up like that, you know? People can't see it because it'll just be like, you know, just like that. People won't notice it. But if you stick it downwards, like down your leg, people are gonna see it because a dick usually goes up when it's. Disclaimer: this is gonna get really, really rude. So if you don't like, yeah. So if you're offended about rude shit, just move on. So yeah, dick. Usually when it's erected, it goes up. The penis, yeah, it goes up. So if you stick it down the side of your pants, down the side of your leg, it's gonna try to go up. So it's gonna stick out of your pants like that, and it's gonna have like a bulge, you know. So don't do that. Flick it up is the best suggestion. Best advice I can ever give you with that. So what it's like getting an awkward boner is you get like this weird tingly feeling, starts getting warm, and your dick gets hard, like slowly. Or you like feel it and you're like fuck, and you're like shit, and you know you have to adjust it. As soon as you start to feel that it's starting to raise up. Guys just get this feeling and they know that it's gonna raise, so they just like quickly flick it up before it even gets proper hard, like even if it's semi. So guys know what to do, but for girls that are wondering about it, what's it like to get an awkward boner? It's actually really awkward, believe it or not, hence the name. So it's really awkward. We always get it in random times, random places, no matter what it is. It's not that the guy is hard, like turned on. The guy, it's not because he's turned on, it's because either his hormones are rushing around, or he's really hot, or there's a lot, like his heart is pumping a lot, so blood's flowing a lot. And when there's so much blood flowing in the body, all the blood, like where else is the blood gonna go? If you don't know, you should have learnt this in sex ed, unless like your sex ed was shit in your time. But the penis has veins in it, of course, like every part of the body, and there's a little bit of blood flowing each time through it, like cycles through it. But when there's more blood than your body can handle, where else is the blood gonna go? It's gonna fill up and replace that amount with a full amount of blood. That's what makes it rise. You're getting minimal amounts of blood in there, like just normal circulation, because all the rest of the blood in your body is going to the most important parts. But when there's so much blood in the other parts and there's no more room for blood, the brain's gonna think, shit, where else can this blood go because there's too much? Put it all in the penis, like all the remainder that can't fit anywhere else in the penis, which causes it to rise. So that's due to like being hot, blood pumping, like heart pumping really fast. There's a lot of things that can start, like even like a bit of friction can get like the mind thinking, like even like sometimes friction against it, or like a bit of rubbing against it, accidental or whatever, can make the brain think like, oh, this person's trying to, oh, you're trying to masturbate, okay, let me just chuck some blood in there to kind of, you know, circulate to get the penis out. So most of the times we're not turned on. Sometimes maybe because of hormones, but most of the times guys aren't turned on. Like if you know, a male teacher is bending over in front of you, not like purposely, but like helping a student, and like you look up and his ass is right there, and then like later on you get like an awkward boner. It's not because of the ass, unless like you're attracted to it, but the reasonable thing is because it's hot in the classroom or whatever. So random boners suck. They make people think that you're just horny and hard and want sex. But some of the times it's just heat or hormones. It's not always wanting sex. So what's it like to get an awkward boner? Is it fucking sucks. A lot of guys hate it. It's fucking annoying. We only want boners if we want boners for like sex or masturbation. We don't want boners in the morning, like morning wood. That fucking sucks. We don't want boners during a speech or during assembly or in class or sports or any kind of public place where there's other people. Really, we don't want boners. So what's it like to get an awkward boner? It fucking sucks, and we get it a lot. So just imagine, I don't fucking know, can't really imagine like for chicks. Let's just imagine you have a big fucking thing in your pants and it sticks up every time something random happens. It'd be annoying, right? Especially because you girls wear skirts or dresses or tight you girls wear yoga pants now, so imagine how fucking big of a bulge that would be with your fucking yoga tight pants and your tights and shit, or tight jeans or whatever. So yeah, you can imagine that it'd be fucking annoying. Or like, I don't know, nah, nips wouldn't really work because you girls wear bras and the bras are padded so they kind of cover the nips. I don't know, just yeah, so it fucking sucks. Just to sum it up, having an awkward boner sucks. We only want boners when we need them, which is sex and masturbation, and maybe other circumstances. But yeah, boners aren't good awkwardly in public. It's annoying, it's embarrassing. So yeah, that is the last of the topics. That's the, well, not all of them, there's still more, but we're doing 3 per episode anyway, so that's the 3 topics for this week's Out of the Box video. So, if you have any topics you want to suggest me, please leave them in the comments below. Subscribe to this channel for more. If you want to elaborate or ask me questions on any of the topics you have suggested, you can message me topics, you can message me questions about topics or inquiries, or if you want me to elaborate any further, you know the drill. So yeah, please leave a like if you said enjoyed, subscribe for more, and help me a lot in the season next episode, whatever I make. Stay awesome, I know you will, love you all, and bye-bye. Top of the morning to you ladies, my name's Shadow666 and welcome to another wrestling update. Yeah, and as you probably guessed by the shitty copyright intro that I did, all Jacksepticeye, because it's Jacksepticeye today. Yes, that's right. And also you're probably wondering